So, Coach, you're at about the midway point in the season at this point. Talk a little bit about where you're at, and then also you've had a long layoff. So, talk about how you felt like you guys worked during that off time.
Well, we went to Florida. We trained at St. Andrews Prep School with a friend of mine, Sid Cassidy, and we had a great environment. It couldn't have been better. Weather was perfect, so hallelujah for great weather and swimming outdoors. It was a nice change of pace for the athletes after the semester. And the guys did very well academically, so we had 33 guys that were above a 3-point and 16 that were above a 3.5 and 8 above a 3.75, so we're really happy about that. But, the team hasn't raced since November 22nd, so it's time to race. And we have, I think it's 4 weekends in a row of racing, which we really need. And in some cases, we have race on Friday and Saturdays. We have meets on Friday and Saturday, like this weekend up at Kenyon, with sort of the Kenyon Invite. And the competition sort of is good in some ways at every meet. There's always somebody good in every race. And so our guys need to race, they need to practice a race strategy, and it's time to get back sort of in that groove again of competing.
Now, you're ranked in the top 10 in the country, and you're undefeated in dual meets at this point. And you seem to have a pretty well-balanced lineup in terms of a lot of guys winning races, a lot of guys doing really well. Talk a little bit about some guys that really stood out to you, and then kind of as you move forward, what you're going to need from them to finish where you want to finish this year.
Well, first off, we have to get better. The truth is we have to find ways to get better in order to be able to compete for a top 10 spot at the NCAAs. We have a chance, we really do, and we have that kind of team. And we have the addition of Tim Phillips this semester, which really is a great addition. He's a USA national team member and one of the fastest butterflyers in the world. So he rejoins us. But our freshmen have done an outstanding job of fitting in and meshing and really being competitive. So Stephen Hilmer and Vlad and Matt McHugh and some of our freshmen have been just outstanding. And then we've had a great group of upperclassmen who've really done well. And so Alex Miller's been exceptional, Garrett Treblecock, and so really, between our freshmen all the way up through, we've got somebody in each class that's really done a nice job of competing well for us. We think we're fairly balanced, but the truth is that there's some holes and there's some places we need to be better at, and so we're going to keep working at it. But we hope to be competitive at the end of the day, and I guess that'll depend on how well we do over the next 5 weeks.
Now, you talked about this a little bit already, but you're at Kenyon this weekend, so talk about how that prepares you in January for where you ultimately want to end up in February and in March at the Big Tens and the NCAAs.
Well, we're going to practice, swimming on the road. We need to practice swimming on the road, and so we're going to swim on the road at the Big Tens. So we need to practice swimming on the road. We need to learn how to swim fast on the road in someone else's facility. And so that's one of the things we're going to do. We're going to drive up to Kenyon on Friday night after class is Friday. We won't miss a class. We'll come back Friday night. We'll drive up again Saturday morning. We'll come back Saturday night. And so the truth is that it'll be a very exhausting weekend for the athletes after a hard week of training. So that's good for them. They need to, to have that challenge. So it's going to be a nice challenge. Following week's the same thing. We're going to travel up to Eastern Michigan, swim Eastern Michigan, and then I think the following week we actually have our first home meet of the semester, which is going to be West Virginia and Michigan at home, and that'll be our senior day for the Michigan weekend. So we're excited about that.
Very good. Thank you, Coach.